Hey gifted crafters, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Saturday Crafternoon. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well this week. Well, I think that trivia stumped you a little bit, maybe. That last question, actually, I was really surprised, Robin. You got that one. That one really got me. And you know, it took me a while to figure out what is that. And then when I was researching, it was like, oh my God, oh, that's a hat. Wow, I can't believe you knew that. That's amazing. Well, you guys know where we are with our champions. And I think Robin is still in the lead, but you've got some competition that really hot behind you. So I don't know. You gotta see if you can hold off to the end of the year. So for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, my name is Nancy with GiftsHQ, and I hold weekly live sessions on the YouTube channel, and we talk about all things crafty, from sewing, knitting, crocheting, you know, you name it. Anything crafty, we cover it on this channel. So we have just a great time every week, just recapping all the projects that are out there. We also have a Facebook group out there. So if you want to join that, you can do that as well. And let's just get started. So before we get going on anything, technology check, let me know if you can see me and hear me. Just let me know in the chat really quick so that we can just get going here. I've got a lot of things to show you guys because, you know, I'm obsessed. I am totally obsessed. And if you tuned in last week, we talked about the Sentro, right? So we knitted a hat together, and I did it with you live. And since then, I've just been obsessed with this machine. I have done, you know, a ton of hats, and I've given them all away. I went to the post office and I finally, you know, sent everything out, including the one that my sister wanted with the little pom-pom on top. So that one is on the way if you're watching. So I really love this machine, and I've been exploring, you know, what other things can you do besides the hat and putting it on the panel setting and then doing things like scarves and things like that. So I'm going to show you some stuff that I've been working on. It's kind of like my project of the week, and I'm going to show you some other fun things that I've been able to get and pull together. Let me just stick this over to the side. Okay. Alrighty, where should I start? Oh gosh. Well, I think the first thing I want to do is show you some organizational tools. So, I mean, there's just something that you can get. I picked it up in Michael's because they had it on sale. And all it is like a little clear tote. So it's just a place to store all of your things here. And it has, you know, the little carrying thing that you can carry it with you, and it has these knobs that you open it up, and then once you have it opened, it does have a little tray that you can take out. And then I just put little knickknacks, crochet hooks, things that I'm gonna need for my knitting stuff. I also have some ribbons on here just because I had some extra space. And then down here is where all the goodies are. Yarn. And I'm going to show you all the different kinds of yarns that are out there. So let me just put this down so you can see a little better. And that way I can kind of take them out. So before we get into that, let me just say hello to all our crafting friends out there. So hello, Alicia. I see Judy. I see 1 Minute Tips and Robin. Thank you guys for joining. Hello, and I hope you guys are having a great week. So, you know, like I said, I've just been obsessed with this machine all week. And I've just been going around and doing all kinds of things with this machine. And, you know, I'm experimenting with the different types of yarn, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. Like I said last week, so far, and it still holds true, heavy yarn doesn't work well with this machine, which is a shame because there are some yarns that are gorgeous, and I would really love to, you know, do some work with it, but this machine just can't handle it. It's just too thick for this machine. I guess for those of you that maybe have the Addy machine, you know, I'm sure I've from all the research and everything that I've looked at, you know, they all say that that machine, you know, it's like a workhorse. It can pick up any yarn and really do a good job on it. So, you know, but we have the Sentro, and, you know, that's what we're working with. And, you know, I've been really excited. And I think my husband thinks I'm a little obsessed because I've just been going around making hats. And yet we live in Miami, so not much use that I can have for the hats, but they're a lot of fun to make. And I enjoy giving them away, and I send them all to all my friends and family up north. So hope they get to enjoy them. So let's just take a look at some of the yarn that I got, because I think some of them are just really gorgeous. This is one that I am truly obsessed with. The brand, it's Lion brand, and it's Heartland yarn. And I think it's a really nice yarn to work with. It's very soft. It is a medium weight. It is a number 4, which is the size that I think at least that I have found works really well with this machine. So I think anything 4 or less will probably just do the trick. But 4 seems to be the number that I have found to work wonders with this machine. But I really like the color on this one. You know, it's kind of like that beige mixed a little bit. It doesn't have any sparkles or anything in it, but I think it's a really pretty color that I can do a lot with. So that was one of them. Of course, I also had to get the Christmas colors. So I got a really big one, only because I know I'm going to be making a lot of projects. And this one is called Red Heart yarn. So I did get the red, and I also have the white as well. And this one, you know, it's a Super Saver jumbo pack. I got this one at Walmart, and I don't remember offhand how much it was, but I remember when I was looking, they had a smaller size, but it wasn't worth the money. This one, actually, you got more for your money. So that's why I got the jumbo. And since I knew I was going to be making a lot of projects with it, then, you know, I figured this is the better deal to get. So let's see, we got that. Give me 1 second because I'm getting a tickle on my throat. Ooh. There we go. So here's some more that I got. This one is also Heartland. It's the Lion brand. And I really love this color. The color is really gorgeous. I don't know if you guys could see that. It's like a green, but it's like mixed with like a little bit of white in it. And I just think it's really cute. I think I can make something really pretty with this. Maybe a little baby blanket. I don't know. You know, they had yarn on sale at Michael's. It was buy one, get one 50% off. So that's why I kind of made my way there, and I wanted to see, ooh, what can I stock up on in yarn, because now I got this great machine and I've been, you know, playing so much with it. So I wanted to see what could I get. So let's see. The other one, this one's a different brand. Excuse me, so sorry. My throat is really getting me today. Okay, this is the carry-on. It's called Simply Soft, and it's by Yarnspirations. And this one is a really nice color. It has a really soft feel to it, and I think that this yarn is gonna play really nicely to do something with like a panel. I'm gonna have a little picture of a panel on here. You see how they kind of blend in the colors. So I want to see if I can do something like that. But, you know, I don't know exactly what yet. But I want to figure out how can I incorporate this type of, let's say like a zigzag type of design while I'm doing this machine. So I'm going to have to play with that and see how you can work that in. I know you can work the different color yarns, but I want to get like the different designs. And I got to figure out how to do this. Now, I know a couple of you on the Facebook group, I guess I kind of convinced you guys to get the Sentro. Let me know what you guys make with the machine, because a few of you told me you're going to buy the machine, and I think a couple of you ordered it, and they're a lot of fun. I mean, I've had a really fun time with this. So, you know, I hope that you guys, you know, if you get to get a Sentro as well, or if you have the Addy, you know, or any knitting machine, or even if you just have the loom, you know, you can try to just put this together, because I think it's a lot of fun, and you can make so many nice projects with the kids, with your grandkids. You know, it's really something simple. It does require some skill. Like I've been learning a lot more about yarns and the types of yarns, and you know, the weight of the yarn and all that stuff. So definitely something that you're gonna want to you know, do a little research on before you just kind of jump in. So let me just check in the chat. I think we see a couple people people coming in. I see Nana 31331. Hey Nana, how are you? Let's see. Oh, she can't stay. You got to get ready for your grandson's wedding. Ooh, we'll watch later. Well, have a good time at the wedding. Congrats. And put some pictures out there. We want to see. Oh my God, that's so much fun. Well, congratulations. Oh, that's great. Go be with family. All righty. Judy says, he made anything with yarn in about 3 years, and I cannot believe the jump in price. Yeah, I only buy when it's on sale now. Yeah, I know. I saw the same thing when I went in. That's why when I saw that they were on sale, buy one, get one 50%, I said, now's the time that I need to go and stock up on it. Now, the two that I bought at Walmart, this red heart one, that one was not on sale, but I wanted these big jumbo ones, and that one wasn't too bad. I was getting a lot of yarn, so it wasn't that bad. But these other brands like the Heartland and the Carrion, they are pretty pricey. I mean, it's too bad you can't feel it. Like, you can feel the quality of it, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, that's kind of worth it, with some of the other ones that are out there that feel kind of scratchy and they're not very soft. Like, these are more soft and like more pleasant to like the skin, touching the skin. And you know, depending on what you're making, some people make little dresses, little baby dresses and things like that. You know, if you're gonna have them rubbing against the skin, especially on a baby, I want to use the softest yarn as possible, because you know, that scratchy, you know, nobody likes that scratchy feeling. So so let me see what else I got in here, because I got a lot. Let's see. I got another Carrion and another Heartland that I want to show you. Got a couple of other ones in here, but they're more like from like the dollar store that I had gotten, but I'll show them to you guys. Oh, and I also got, this is another it's another one that I got from Walmart. It's Red Heart brand. It's another Super Saver Jumbo one. And this was one of the ones that I was using last week when we were making the hat. So I made a hat with this one. And this one, I think I showed it to you guys. It has like the little speckles. And I think that was really pretty. And it knitted out a very pretty hat. So I was happy with this one. So I got the jumbo one just so I can grab some more. So let me throw some of these back in here so we have some space. This is another Carrion. I just like the color. One of my favorite colors, red, of course. You know, the Christmas time is coming, so I wanted to get, you know, as many as I can with Christmas themes so I can see what I can make for Christmas. And then I've got the Lionheart. This one was a pretty one. This brand, I just like their style that they do. These little, you know, it's not like a solid color. It's like two different threads woven together to give it that look. And I really like that. And then another color that I'm kind of obsessed with. I really love this color. And this one's from Heartland as well. It's Lion brand. Really nice to work with on this machine. And it really, you know, doesn't give me any issues. Some of the other ones that I tried, you know, as I was doing it, you know, it was getting stuck. It was too thick. I was dropping stitches. You know, it just became a hot mess. Didn't like it. So, alrighty. That is some of the ones that I got. Let me just put these down here. Now, another one that's pretty popular out there, and I did pick out a couple. This is Carrion Cakes. It's by Yarnspiration. And I love these cakes because they have multiple colors in it. So these are like a mixture of them all in the bundle. Now, this one is a medium weight 4. So you can work this one on the machine. And you know, these are kind of like the wintry type colors. It's got some red, it's got some beige, has some gray, and I just like that mix. So when you're actually, let's say I'm making a hat, or as you can see here, like a scarf, you know, you'll have the different colors, and I don't have to keep changing the threads and trying to mix the colors myself. It's almost like if you were to think of these yarn cakes as a fat quarter. So when you buy a fat quarter of fabric, you know, you have coordinating fabrics together that you could use together as, you know, to do for a project, right? So this is kind of the same thing, but in yarn. So it's kind of like a fat quarter where you've got different color yarns that all kind of coordinate together and you can make a project with it. So it's kind of, you see how it's very similar to Fabric World. So, you know, I think how they coordinate the colors and put them together so that you can make your projects, I think is pretty neat. So that was one that I got. Then they have, and this was one that I bought, but I'm not able to use on this machine. It's called Carrion. It's Colorama. And these are awesome. And you can see a picture of a hat on here. These were awesome. I really love the quality of it. They're not as soft, but they are sturdy. It just feels like a thicker quality. And it is a size, this one's a size 5. So it's 1 up. But when I tried this yarn on the machine, it was too thick. Wouldn't work. I tried, I did a couple of rounds, and then after it's like it just got so heavy, I had a hard time cranking it, and it was just, you know, giving me a really hard time. So I wasn't able to finish the project. I ended up having to stop it midway, take it out, and it was just a hot mess. And it was a shame because the colors that I got for it were really nice. This was one. I have a darker one. Let me see if I actually here you can see where I started it. I'll show it to you guys. So I like the colors on this one, and you can see this is how when you take it out of that package, you know. What I like about this one too is you can pull it. It has like a tangle-free quick start is what they call it. And that's what it says up on the top of the package. And you can just pull the yarn and, you know, just go from there. You pull it right from the side and you just keep going, which is nice. And I loved it and I was working it fine. But then when it got all stuck in the machine, it was just a hot mess. But as you can see, I started it off on the machine just fine. And you can see the stitches are really thick. You know, and it was working. It was just that it was too thick and the machine couldn't handle it. So I ended up having to take it out, and then I had all these drop stitches. You know, I cinched the top part of it, not all the way because it was just so thick. It did leave me with this kind of big hole on the top. But then when you flip over, like you could see all my drop stitches and stuff. And I said, oh no, I'm going to have to just unravel this and do this one by hand. But I do like the quality of the yarn. It is a very heavy hat. Like on the other projects that I've been making, which are a size 4, I do a double knit. So when I'm doing the hats, you know, that's double knit meaning that I'm taking, you know, you end up with this big tube, right? It's usually longer. And then I take the one side of the tube and I feed it to the other side. And so the edge of your hat actually becomes that middle section of the tube. So now you have a double layer of the knitted yarn to kind of go all the way around. So you have that double knit around your head if you're making a hat, right? So in that case, it's kind of like, oh, okay, this is, you know, it's a lot more sturdier. But because this yarn is so thick, you really don't even need that double yarn. Like you could just go with the single. And, you know, especially if you're going up north and, you know, this is going to be winter time and you want to keep your head warm, this will keep your head warm because it is really thick. So I think that, you know, this was just something that, you know, it was a shame that I couldn't use it on here. I kind of wish, like, oh, I wish I got the Addy because, you know, that would have been great because then I could have used the heavier type yarn. But, you know, it's okay. We got the Sentro and, you know, I'm okay with that. I'll just live with it. But just know that those heavier yarns, I'll have to do them by hand because they won't be able to be done on the machine. But hey, you know, it depends what you want to do. So if you're interested in working with these heavier type yarns, most likely the Sentro is not going to be for you. You're probably going to need to look at the Addy because from what I've read and what I've seen from everyone that is in this yarn world, right, the Addy seems to be able to handle it much better. So, you know, it's what it is. Alrighty. So, one of the things that I want to go ahead, because I got some project that I want to show you. This is my little project of the week. And I think he's really cute. He doesn't have a name yet. Should we name him? So I do need to finish him up though. So I made this one on the Sentro machine and I made this cute little snowman. And he's missing his hat. So I still have to make the hat. I didn't get a chance to finish making the hat. So that's something that I'll be working on probably later today just to finish him up and have the little hat. But, you know, I went to Hobby Lobby and everyone's like Christmas crazy. It was a madhouse. Actually went yesterday and it was just crazy. People were just all over the Christmas stuff. I was like, what happened to Thanksgiving? But anyway, I just thought, well, I guess, you know, gotta get going with this Christmas stuff anyway. But I think he's so adorable. And I did it using the Sentro machine. Super, super fun. I can tell you, for those of you that have the machine, I can tell you now the body, in order to do the body, it was 80 rows on the Sentro. And then the head was 40 rows. So let me see, make sure I got that. Yeah, the body was 80 and the head was 40. And then the actual scarf, I did it on the Sentro, and that one was about 25 rows on the Addy machine. So the way I did this was, you know, I kind of did it the same way you would do a hat, right? So for this, when you finished doing your 80 rows, the first thing what I did was the body, right? So I did my 80 rows. I took it out of the machine and then I cinched it just like you would if you were making a hat. So I cinched it on the top. And then what I did was I took my needle and I just closed up the hole because I didn't want you to be able to see the hole. So I closed it up. And then after I closed it up, you know, I just did the same thing to the other side. And then after I finished closing up both sides, you know, I end up with two balls. They look like two little snowballs, right? One is actually bigger than the other. And, you know, I'm telling you 80 rows and 40, but it's totally up to you how big or small you want to make these, right? So, you know, you can play with the numbers. You don't have to do 80 or 40. You know, this is what you'll end up with when you do that count. And this was using that Red Heart brand. So, oh. Hi, Lulu. It's Cindy. We've got Cindy from Lulu Treasures that joined. Hey, thanks for joining. Oh, wow. I'm glad you're here today. We're talking about my little week project. I'm having a great time with my new Sentro machine, and, you know, we're just having a blast with this. So, you know, as I was doing this, like I said, I did 80 on the body and I did 40 on the head. But, you know, this is pretty big. It's a pretty big snowman. I don't know. Let me see if I can measure him here. He's almost about 10 inches tall. So that's pretty big. You don't really have to make them that big. But, you know, I was just playing around with it and trying to, you know, gauge the stuff. So, you know, you don't have to do it that big. But this is what you'll end up with. And then, you know, the scarf itself, you know, everything I did as the tubular, with the tubular setting, not the panel. So I did it all as the tubular, and I put everything around. I cinched the two ends together, and then I just took my needle and I just joined the two, the head and the body. I joined them together. And then, you know, it leaves a tiny little bit of thread, and I just snipped that off. And it didn't really matter because the scarf was going to cover it anyway. So then the scarf, you know, I just did about 25 or so rounds on the machine, and I left it as tubular. And then what I did was, when I took it out of the machine, you know, I folded it onto itself, you know, and I kind of cinched it all the way around. So I end up with the real long tube, turned it onto itself, and then just cinched all this to here on the edge. And then I got these little pom-pom things, which I thought were really cute. And I got those from the dollar store. They're called Snowball Decor, and they come just 3 in a pack, and they're pretty big. So, you know, I just took that and I thought, hey, that would be a cute way to just, you know, put it on the end. And so I did that, and then I tied that over to the end. I probably need to clean it up just a little bit. And then the rest, these are all just felt. There's people that use buttons. You know, you can use whatever you have on hand. I didn't have any buttons on hand, so I just grabbed some felt, and then I put, you know, put that on here. I just have them with some tape right now. But what I'm gonna do, once I'm real happy with where the placement is, then I'll just take a little needle and I'll just stitch it in place. So, you know, this is where he looks like now. And I think he's really cute. He needs a name. We need to give him a little name. Maybe Little Frosty. I don't know. But yeah, these made, you know, the pom-poms really did it. I had other pom-poms that were really small though. So these I got, they're at the dollar store. They have the Crafter Square section. They have these little pom-poms, and they have some with like these little sparkly things, but they were just too small. But you could use them, let's say, for the, you know, the little buttons on the body, you know, if you're not going to use buttons or whatever. So that's another way of doing it. But, you know, hey, I liked it. I thought this was a really cute project, you know, and it's something fun. This is really definitely something you can do with your grandkids or kids, or, you know, and kids will really love it. It is something that, you know, they can keep, and they can have it for a long time. You know, it's a cute little decoration. You can just throw this. I could see this if you guys have like a fireplace or a little mantle, and you can do like a little snow, you know, that snowy blanket like thing that you can get like at Walmart or Dollar Tree. You can kind of put that on top, then put this in the middle and little things, knickknacks around it. That would make a really cute decoration. So, you know, it's something that I think it's really cute. And, you know, it's something I wanted to just put together. So there's so many things. The point is, I just want to make sure that you guys knew that this Sentro is not just for hats. People make socks, hats, snowmen, pumpkins, dollies. I've seen a lot of dollies. A lot of people make dollies with this, and I thought it was really, really neat. And there's so many things you can make with it. So, I just wanted to, give you guys some ideas and, something you can try out. Now, once I finish up the little hat, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Not sure how. I'm probably going to do a little red or maybe black hat that'll go on his head. I don't know. What do you guys think? I just think it's just stinking cute. Alrighty, let me just check here. Do we have any questions for me? Marion says, name him Snowball. Well, Marion, I think that you're right. Snowball. We'll just name him Snowball. There you go. Thanks, Marion. You just named him for me. And Robin says, that's cute, Marion. Let's see. 1 minute tip says, dang, sorry, Robin. I like Marion's better. Oh, I like Little Frosty. Oh, Little Frosty. That's a cute name too, Robin. Judy says, the good thing is you made it. Yeah. Oh, Crafty with Robin. Oh, you're late. That's okay. Cute snowman. Thanks, Robin. I forget we got the 2 Robins now, man. Alrighty, I think Nancy needs to make another and use both names. Maybe I will. Yes, maybe I'll have a little mini one, right? And that'll be Little Frosty. This will be Snowball, and then we'll have Little Frosty. That's what we'll do. Make a little family of snowmen. I think that would be cute to put on your mantle. So just wanted to show you that, and let's put Snowball right over here. Oh, I got these little nutcrackers too from the dollar store. If you guys haven't checked it out, they really stepped it up this year. They're like hard plastic, but they're really cute. I actually I saw them and I said, that'll be cute to put, with your Christmas stuff. They had these 4 different ones. These 2, let me just show you the other 2. I had them here last week and I forgot to show it to you guys, but they're cute. There's something that, Dollar Tree has. They're like a hard plastic. You can use this as part of a decoration or to put into something. So I thought it was pretty neat. So I just wanted to show that to you guys, and I forgot to show it to you last time. So I put them here so I would remember, and then I forgot. So anyway, everything's just kind of all over the place. I've been all over the place. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, so let's see who we got. So Judy's make both names. Can never have too many snowmen or gingerbread men. Yep, love my men. Judy, you're funny. And I don't know, man. Crafty with Robin. I mean, you've got some cute ideas in your own channel. If you guys haven't checked her out, Crafty with Robin, she has her channel too, and Lulu as well. They have really awesome channels. If you haven't checked them out, go ahead and check them out because I love their stuff. They do really great stuff. So, couple other things that I wanted to mention because someone asked on the Facebook group. So, I have this placemat that somebody was asking on the Facebook group, where they had this material from. I had gotten it from the dollar store, and somebody else went to the dollar store as well, and they made, they just made something out of it. All of this is a placemat that was 2 placemats sewn together, and then you can slip it underneath your sewing machine so it doesn't move around as much, and you can create the pockets. So some people will just fold it on itself. The way I have it is I've sewn it here, I sewed it in the middle, and I sewed it on the end so that I have these two big pockets, and then I have, you know, two of them sewn together. So I have it really like this, hanging on the edge. And then I have, you know, the mat itself over here. So if you can imagine that, you know, that's how I have it. And then I have the pockets, because I know somebody was asking on the Facebook group. But yeah, these, I got them from the Dollar Tree. They are made out of fabric, and it's pretty nice. You know, it's not a bad, you know, quality. I've seen worse. So this one's really not that bad, and it's buffalo check. So, you know, you really can't go wrong. So I thought this was really neat to do. And, you know, what you can do is just, like I said, fold it over, put, you know, sew the edges here to make the pockets, and you can slip it underneath the sewing machine, and then just kind of have this part hanging so that you can see, you know, your pockets, and you can put stuff in it, and then your sewing machine is on top of it, and it's not slipping and sliding all over the place. So I just wanted to mention that because someone did put that on the Facebook group. Alrighty, couple other things that I got, and just to give you guys some ideas for in the embroidery world. I did get a couple of placemats. They had a ton of stuff on sale in Hobby Lobby. They were trying to get rid of all their fall stuff, so I think it's like 66% off. So ridiculously low prices now. But I was able to pick this up because this is something, it's fall, you can use it for your Thanksgiving. And this is something, it's just a placemat, but it is double-sided, where you can use this side as well. It's kind of like a reddish tone. And what you can do is embroider your name or Happy Thanksgiving or your whatever you want to put on this side, because this is a really nice material and it's a lot of open space on here, so you can put any little design anywhere on here. So I thought these were really neat to be able to embroider your own and put your own spin on your product here. And I know a lot of you guys like to sell stuff. This was another one, and this one I really liked. I thought it was really beautiful. This one here is a table runner, and it does have the pumpkin on the side. It is double-sided as well, so you can see the other side has a very pretty color. And on this, you know, if you're gonna embroider on it, then, you know, you might not be able to use both sides of it, so you gotta kind of, you know, think about what you want to do. But it is, you know, pretty long. It's about, let's see, 13 by 19 inches. It's your typical table runner size. And, you know, it has a lot of white space on here where you can embroider your family name, you know, whatever you want on here. So definitely something that, you know, you can pick up there. They're pretty reasonably priced right now, so that's just something that, you know, I thought I could show you guys. Now, this was one of my little crazy ideas that I thought, and I got these from the Dollar Tree. And this is, they're just these Sesame Street, they're felt mask. And you have like all the Sesame Street characters. They have like Elmo, you have the Cookie Monster, and they have these little elastic things because they're made, you know, to be little masks for the kids. But I thought instead of, you know, using them for masks, I would take off the little elastic pieces, and you could applique these onto a project that you have. And you can take your sewing machine and just use the applique function. And, you know, they have all these different stitches that you can put on here. And then you just stitch that on. And I thought, you know, that would make a really cute little blanket, or, you know, whatever your project you're making for kids, because, you know, it's got the little Sesame Street stuff and it's made out of felt. So it, you know, could easily go through your sewing machine. So I thought that was something that's pretty neat, you know, and they've got all the characters. They got the big bird, you know, You've got the Oscar the Grouch thing. You know, you've got all of them, and they even had this little hippo thing. So, you know, I thought they were cute, and I think that, you know, if you're looking to applique something and, you know, you don't have anything at hand, this is something you can pick up. It's made out of felt. It already has that character design, and you can just stitch with the applique, you know, using the applique stitch, and just stitch around it and put it on a blanket, or, you know, whatever you want to kind of put all this together. So let's see. Let's see if we have any questions out here. Judy's asking, do you have a channel? Yeah. So guys, if you have channels, put them on the chat, because, you know, we like to interact with each other and support each other. So please, you know, put your channels on there so that everyone's aware what your channels are, so we can watch each other as well, because I want to build up this community and support everybody. So, you know, put your information there. You know, don't be shy. Get it in there. I know Crafty with Robin, you just posted something. Was it yesterday or the day before? Sorry, my kind of crazy days, but I just saw a video that she posted recently, you know, so you guys put your information out there, because, you know, it's a lot of fun to watch each other. Okay, couple other things are some fabrics that I got, and this is another project that I have that's coming up. Let me just bring this over. Now, the project that I'm going to be doing is an in the hoop project, and the design that I got was it's designed by Juju, and what it is like a little blankie that has, like, they have some with like teddy bears on it, they have some that are like dollies and things like that. So it's an in the hoop project that I got. They were having a sale that I believe is still going on. It's I think they're calling it like a Black Friday type of sale, and I think if you spend like $25, you get like all these extra designs that are pretty neat. So I got a bunch of other designs, and the in the hoop designs I think are not part of that sale, but, you know, they're priced low as well. So I was able to pick some of those up, and I got some fabrics that are going to go with these projects that are in the hoop. Now, this fabric, I got this, it was on clearance at Hobby Lobby. And these fabrics, you know, they're knits. So it's, you know, a knit is a lot more difficult to do on your embroidery machine, but this knitted fabric is so what they would call, gosh, the name is escaping me now. There's minky, let me see if I can get it for you real quick. Give me a second, because it escaped my mind, and I can't think of the name of it right now. I know I had it here. Let's see. Nope. Let's see, where's my... Here we go. Okay. Jersey knit. That's the name. There are jersey knits, minky, snuggle, and micro fleece are the different knits that I have here to show you today. So this one, again, it was on clearance. I just thought the colors were really cute for me to be able to do a little girly blanket that I want for a baby. So I'm going to try that one. Then I got this one here. I thought it was some pretty colors. It's the same type of material. And I thought it was a pretty color here. I can do something nice with that. And these are all, again, they're going to be in the hoop projects that I'll be working on. And, you know, once I have them done and ready, I'll put them on the Facebook group. But these are some really pretty ones. Now, this one is, I believe, the jersey knit. And it's just a plain color on here. But I thought it's very soft and they're very stretchy. So one thing that, you know, when you're looking at the differences in the fabric, you know, you can see like this fabric here, I can tug and pull on it. It just has a little bit of a give, but not much. When I pull it against the other way, there's no give there. It's not going anywhere. So there's no stretchiness to it. But when you're looking at this knit, grab a little corner here on the edge, you can see that I can stretch it both ways and it will move. So something to think about when you're, doing a project. You have to think about, is the fabric that I'm using, is it stretchy? Is it moving? These are the things you're going to want to think about, because when you're starting to put this thing together, you're going to see your fabric shifting. And sometimes that may or make or break a project. So some of the other ones are just like this white color. I have like a little brownish one I thought would be cute. And then just like a little beige. So that's just something, some stuff I just picked up that they had on sale. I just wanted to use that for, my clearance, that was on clearance. And I wanted to, use that for the projects that I was thinking of doing. Now I picked up a couple other things and I forgot about this one to show you from the Dollar Tree. They had some stockings. And, I think they stepped it up this year on the stockings, because some of these were pretty nice. They have this red and green stockings that have this little glittery type effect. And I'm not sure if you guys picked that up well. It almost gives it that little glittery look to it. And I thought that it's cute. And this is something you can embroider the names up on the top if you wanted to. So that would be something really neat to just, quick little decoration to put in your home. And then it has that little glitter and shine to it. So I thought that was really cute. And then the other one that they had was the gnomes. Everybody loves the gnomes. So of course, gotta have the gnomes. So that's another one that you can probably, put some names up on the top. Although this one, unlike these, this one has a nice white background on here. So you can easily embroider the name and you can see it. The gnomes, the background is very busy. So you might just be able to put a patch. That will probably be better. Or just some type of background just to make the name pop when you do it on here. Otherwise, it's kind of going to get lost because it's so busy here. But you can also, if you want to do it on the beard itself, I'm sure you can just kind of, pull this a little bit and then slip that through. So you can do that as well. Of course, if you try to embroider on the bottom, you're going to kind of seal it on the bottom and then you won't be able to stuff anything in there. So that, depending if you're going to stuff anything in these things, you may or may not want to do that. So it's something to think about for that. And then one last thing that I got, they had these, and I know you guys, some of you guys sell stuff. They have the little elves. They had a little girl and the little boy elf. And these are, they're not bad. I think there's some things that you can do on here. Maybe you can embroider a little tiny little space here, little initials, or you can do it on the leg or on the arms. Or some people might even just hand embroider on the bellies themselves, because the bellies are kind of full. But on the girl, you have the little skirt that you can embroider something on. So that's something cute. Now you do have the hats, and the hat doesn't have like a little pom-pom. It's almost like missing a little finish, if you ask me, but it's not too bad. They're not that bad. But, you can probably put something up here. It's going to be a little difficult to do because you can't like embroider on it because it's kind of lumpy and it has all that polyfill in there. So, that's something that, if you can pick it up at the Dollar Tree, you have some ideas on what you want to do for these, you could definitely do something like this. Or, and this what kind of got me thinking, maybe I could just make my own little dollies with the knitting machine. So, that's how this kind of all started. And I said, well, let me try to make something with this, and then I stuffed him. Oh, and I used polyfill to stuff the snowman. So this is what you're going to want to get if you're doing like little dollies or things like that. This was $3.57. I think I picked it up in Hobby Lobby. But they sell them everywhere. Walmart, Joann's, Michael's. You know, it's just polyfill. This one is about 12 ounces. It's more than enough. I did the little snowman and I hardly put a dent in this bag. So I think I have enough polyfill to make a number of dolls on here. So that's that. And I think those were all the things that I wanted to show you. Let me just do a quick check. So, you know, tools to organize your yarn. You know, you can get that little container. I like the little thing on the top, and it latches in, keeps all your yarn in one place. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit them all in there. I might just have to go pick up another one. But at least I'll have my yarn in one place. Like my fabrics, I'll have to show you guys one day. My fabrics are on a shelf. And what I do, guys, if you don't know, when you go to the fabric section, especially in Hobby Lobby, they throw away those cardboard bolt things. If I see that they're throwing them away, I'll ask them, hey, can I have that? Because they're great. You know, I take them home and I put the fabric on, just like they're on in the stores, that they have them on the bolt. You know, I'll wrap the fabric on it. That way I can put them on my shelves and it's nice and neat and you can see everything. Now I also have, you know, the small comic boards, and I do that as well. But the bigger boards that they have at the store are much nicer. So I like to kind of put them on that. But, you know, just so you know, tip, you know, ask for them because they'll give them to you. They're like, oh, they throw them away. And I'm like, oh, like first you can reuse them. And second, you know, if they're not going to keep them at the store, then I'll take them home because I can organize my fabrics much better that way. Okay, so those were the things that I wanted to show you. Now, I'm a little off today because maybe about 15-20 minutes before we went live, somebody knocked on the door and we got a box, a big box. And I can tell you that this box, and let me just get it for you. Hold on. Try to move this over to the side. No, it's not that heavy, but I got this box and I don't know what it is, but my husband grabbed it and he started marking stuff on here, and you could tell that this came, I mean, the box is in pretty bad shape. It's like, man, it looks like it went through hell. But it did come from Australia. So I was kind of like, I didn't order anything. And he's laughing and he's like, oh, this is a little surprise for you. I have no idea what's in this box. I don't know what crazy thing my husband has gotten me into now. But I'm going to be opening this box as soon as the live is over to find out exactly what this is. He said it was a little gift for me. What it is, I have no idea. I just know that it came from Australia. And I mean, it's a pretty lightweight. You know, it's not very heavy. Just a little, but not much. And I kind of shook it and I want to know what it is and I want to open the box, and he said, no, you can't, you got to wait until after the live. So fine, we'll wait until after the live. You have to wait. I have to wait. He's telling me I have to wait. I gotta wait until after live. I don't know what this is. It's some kind of craziness. He's always doing something crazy. So I don't know, but I'm kind of excited to see what's in here. And I'll let you guys know. So stay tuned on that Facebook group because I'll figure out what this is, because he's going to let me open it right. After the live we're done, I can open it right. So I don't know. But I'm excited. And it's from Australia, so I have no idea what could he be getting from Australia. But like I said, the box is in pretty bad shape. The guy dropped it off. It says handle with care, fragile, all over it. So I gotta open it up and see what it is. So guys, this is all I have right now. So I'm ready to, you know, kind of go with this box now and open it up and see what's in here, because it's exciting. But if you didn't get a chance to, you know, see if you can make one of these little snowmen, I think they're really, really cute. And, you know, play around with your Sentro machine, because, hey, guys, you know, they're a lot of fun. So thank you guys again for tuning in. I hope you guys had a great time, and I hope to be crafting with you soon. Bye.